Today is April 19th, 2025, and I am at Savannah Portage State Park in Aiken County, Minnesota.
Morning! We're going to another park today. Obviously, that's the entire impetus of this channel. Fun fact, in the only park in the first county in Minnesota alphabetically. This is not a good guessing game. You can read the title and find out what park it is. And I just told you what county it's in. For me, that hasn't happened yet. And I'm just like, ooh, it'll be so fun, you can guess. I told you 2 seconds ago. Anyway, we're going to Savannah Portage in Aiken County. I've been to this one before. Music, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. But if I don't figure it out, then I'll just talk to myself as I drive. Like a crazy person. Anyway, see y'all there. Okay, we made it, and I have selected kind of a longer trail than I normally do, but it is the Continental Divide Trail, because I think that would be fun to see. It's the Continental Divide of like waterways, where, you know, some of it goes west towards Mississippi, some of it goes east towards Lake Superior, which is fun, and I believe we're going in the right direction. It's a 5.3 mile loop. Yeah. That starts on the old schoolhouse trail, and you circle around its Continental Divide, for like the rest of it. Also, apparently, the actual like office of the ranger station is closed until spring of 2025 for remodeling. I do believe it is spring of 2025, so don't know what's up with that. Okay. Based on the sign we just saw, this is the West Savannah River, so that's cute. You hear the birdies? Hi, birdies. I did get that bird app on my phone like I said I was going to, though, so. There's also no one here except for the park ranger, so. Play poo sticks. Pretend there's someone else racing me. There it is. There's the stick. Oh, it's gonna get stuck on the rock. Oh? No? I think this is the first park I've been to where it's like very truly spring. Like there's nothing frozen on the rivers anymore, and that's a small one, obviously. There's tons of birds. I'm having a good time already. Not a lot of signs with maps, making sure I'm not just on the wrong trail. However, I'm pretty sure I'm in the right spot, because I know where I started and I've kept this on my... However, I know where I started. I know what direction north is. That's the way I headed. It joined up with the road the same way it does on the map. I think we'll be fine. Anyway, it all seems correct so far, from reality to map. So, I think we're doing okay. But also, the trail's very fun and mossy, if you'd like to see that. It's making me feel like I'm in the wrong spot. Because I don't know what water that is. There's no way I've already gone far enough for it to be Savannah Lake. I haven't walked a mile plus, and even then that's too far away. I'm very confused. This might just be a small lake that I can't see. So weird. Okay, let's hope there's a sign. Unless it's unmarked. What the hell? I'm so confused. What water are you? Oh, a sign. Okay, this is Loon Lake. I've been walking the wrong direction. I thought I was going this way. How did I end up over here? Oh, I'm so confused. Okay, well, we found Loon Lake. I guess I still want to do the Continental Divide Trail. I'm going to just turn around, I think. And head back this way, follow the road back, and then go here. Also, can we talk about what the fuck is up with this number system? There's 1, 2, 3, 10. 11's up here. The letters at least make sense. It goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, F, G. Where's H? Don't know, but I up here, so it has to be somewhere in here. Just skipped H, J, K, L. M doesn't exist, neither does N. O's back this way. Savannah Portage, you're confusing me. Okay, we're now where we want to be, which was just the other side of the parking lot where I originally was. We're on the hiking club trail. There's a sign, this part that says Old School House Trail, which is where we want. Continental Divide, yep, that way, hiking club 1, like it says in the map. So many indicators you're in the right spot. Unfortunately, if you never saw the spot, you didn't realize that's where we were, so. We're on the right trail now, which means the 5.3 mile hike starts now. And everything we did before that was just extra, I guess. So I'm gonna have to walk faster than I was originally planning to. So if I don't record as much, it's because while I can comfortably walk that fast, walking and talking will just make me sound out of breath and not great, so. Fun mushrooms, fun hills in the tree. Okay, that's us 2. We made it 1.1 mile. So we're a fifth of the way through. But here's our sign to keep going that way to, this is where we just came from, so we're kind of basically turning around. There's an overlook that's really close. And then you got the Continental Divide Trail, which, here's the thing. There's 1.3 miles there, but I don't know, like to there? How much is this? It says 0.9 for the Anderson Road Loop. I don't know where that starts. Is it here? Like that, this 0.9? Then what's all that? Unclear. I'm gonna look at that map and just see. Give me a good idea. It's kind of fun. Bench in the moss. Bench is for sure rotted out, but which is why I'm not gonna sit on it because I don't trust it to not collapse immediately. But hill, and I'm betting once you get over this hill, you'll see that scenic overlook, and then you'll continue, I guess. I don't know what this is, but I'm not gonna freaking touch it. What are you? You're weird. I say it like this isn't your home.
Honestly, it's not even that it's a weird bug, it's just that there haven't been bugs at any of the state parks so far this year because it's been too cold. Located on the Continental Divide with water to the west flowing to the Mississippi River and water to the east flowing from the St. Louis River to Lake Superior and the Great Lakes, this land originally belonged to both the Ojibwe and Dakota peoples and eventually also became into the use of fur traders. A divide in this case just means a highlands area that separates 2 main waterways. In this case, it's actually a continental divide because it separates 2 really main waterways. You know, the St. Louis River that connects to Lake Superior, and then the whole Great Lakes chain, and the Mississippi River, which then flows down to the Gulf of Mexico, which is why this is a special continental divide. The park was founded in 1961 to preserve the savanna portage. In this case, the portage being essentially what was used by originally native people with canoes to cross between the two waterways. The most convenient way was the 6-mile portage that is now completely in this park. And it's called the Savanna Portage because this is all a bunch of grasslands, and specifically like wet grasslands. So it's like wetlands and grasslands, but it's fun like that. But it was created in 1961 and it is the third largest state park in Minnesota. In addition, the park contains rolling hills, lakes, oak woods, and bogs. Several lakes, actually. Loon Lake has a popular swimming beach that people like to go on, but there are plenty other fishing lakes, as well as the West Savanna River that you can catch panfish, trout, and bass on, and are also home to migrating loons and other waterfowl. On land, you might spot deer, bear, skunk, wolf, moose, and coyote. And then the bogs of the park attract many small animals and songbirds, especially warblers. Within the park, you can see northern hardwood species such as birch, aspen, and some conifers, as well as old-growth hardwoods and tamarack peat bogs. And then the park is about 17 miles from McGregor, but if you would like to visit, it is 65 miles from Duluth, 120 miles from St. Cloud, and 134 miles from the Twin Cities. Truly, this is kind of a trip since last week here at Gooseberry. I know we saw so many people, and now I've seen the ranger once in his truck, and no one else. Just no one. It's just me, and that one bug, and all the birds.
I'm sorry I don't have anything to share with you, but I wouldn't anyway, because it's not allowed. Hi. Bye. Okay, so we're here. We just came from that way. And if we go straight there and keep following that, we would go down this way. And then we'd have to double back and go this way. I'm gonna be so honest. I'm a little bit tired. And I would like to just take the Wolf Lake Trail, like join up with it, like just where it goes from here down and then just meet back up this way instead of taking this whole loop. But I'm worried if I start walking this way, I'm gonna end up going north, which I think is that way. I'm gonna get out a compass just to check. It's northwest, which is the way that goes. So I think we're going to, that's the Savannah Portage Trail, which is this long one, which we are not going on. So Savannah Portage, that's straight on that loop. So this, look at our fun little pine trees. I feel like I'm allowed to walk slower now that I've cut off that entire loop, which is fun. So now I can feel like I can talk. But ain't that fun? We got pine trees, and you got some of the better grass, which I'm sure will be livening up in the coming weeks, as you know, plants do in the spring. So there's that. So there's that. But I just hear the ground squelching underneath you. Enormously successful. We just came through there, birdies, and met back up with the trail here. There's a sign. Imagine we had to walk all the loop, all the way around that part. I don't know. This is a good idea. Did I miss seeing Lake Shumway? Sure. But also, they named it Lake Shumway. I feel okay with that. Okay, Yeah, this is the spot where the Savannah Portage Trail goes back off that way, and our Innocent Road Trail continues straight here, which means we are right here on the map. So we gotta keep trekking, but I bet if I look at the sign, I'll be right. Oh, hi, buddy. You're squeaking. You're right in the glare of the sun, too, so nobody can see you. Can I go on this side? I don't know if they can see you. Want to give the people what they want? Squirrel content? This is for Josie, the queen of the squirrels. Imagine stopping in that. You'd lose a shoe. But, so we're wetlands. I can see up there where the Savannah Portage Trail meets back up with us, which means we're not that far from where we started, actually, because it's back up with us for like a little bit, but then pretty much so dips back again, and it's not that far from one, which is where we started. Savannah Portage State Park, your trail counting system baffles me. And not just, I think, because I'm bad with maps, because it makes no sense. Like, the trails that follow the alphabet, fine, except for it skips H and M and N. Why? And then why is your numbering so weird? And the numbers aren't even like equidistant apart from each other. They're just random, it feels like. A little bit of ice, I guess. Alright, there's one. Here's where we started. We are done with this hike. And thank goodness, because I'm tired. Okay, final thoughts on the park. It's good. Like, I just don't have a lot to say about it. It's kind of got a lot of things. It's got a lot of lakes, which I wasn't really trying to see. It's got some unique geography. It's got some unique ecology. Here's the thing. Would it have been fun to do the actual Portage Trail? Yes, but that is over 6 miles one way, and I did not have the energy to do that. Am I frustrated with myself for not being able to read maps correctly? Yeah, I am, which kind of dampened my spirits, I'm not gonna lie. But, I can't hold that against the park. A lot of birds. The river was pretty. If you're in the area, solid park. I feel like you could come here 5 times and see 5 different things and like have no overlap, because it is, truth be told, a very large park. There's a whole other area that goes to like Remote Lake. Like this is a giant map. It folds out way bigger than all the others. And there's a whole backside that is just zoomed in on the remote area, because truly it's just a really big park. There's a lot to see, and I certainly have not seen everything this park has to offer, but it was fun. Alright, see y'all in the next one.
Can you stand up straight? All of you? Like, what the hell?